The video is finally here. What I've been talking about for so long, finally here. What's going on, guys? Master Kev here again with another video. And yes, finally doing the banner unit tier list. And after this, so let me explain something real quick. Before we start, I'm not adding EZA banner units. The units that you see there are the one units that I'm gonna rank. Not all of them, but some of them. I'm not gonna grab any EZAs. That's gonna be its own separate tier list. I'm gonna do a bunch of tier lists. So please, this is one of the few times I'm gonna ask this. Hit the like button if you like this, and leave a comment down below, because that'll motivate me even more to make the other videos. So please let me know what you guys think. Let me know your own little rankings if you want to let me know. But this is my rankings, and I back them up. I promise you. I better not see the truth here talking shit. If you're gonna come here, listen, I'm gonna tell you how I'm disputing my units right now. I'm gonna say this real quick. The way I'm judging my units are 55%. If I pulled them, well, obviously I want to judge all these units that I pulled all of these units, so I'm judging all these units because I've used them. But basically, if I pulled them, 55%, how many times they helped me out, how many teams they're good on, and how good they are as an individual. That's my judgment. So, getting straight into this, let's just hop into a straight one, because I know the first one's already gonna be controversial. Number 10, Pan. I know what y'all saying. I know. Listen, I'm waiting for the truth to be like, what? You're putting Pan down here? You don't know what you're talking about. Man, shut up. Get out of here, dude. Telling you, I just told you, I'm judging them off of my personal experience, how I've used them, how they've looked with me. Pan, I'm putting her on 10 because on paper she looks really good. 100 rainbowed, she's really good. 55%, not that good. I promise you, she's not that good. She's basically, I'm relying on Pan dodging, because her defense on 55% is actually pretty bad. I have her level 10 linked, guys. I have her level 10 links. I use her on the team that she's supposed to be used, which is just Bond the parent and child, basically, in the superheroes team. And I've used her on both teams. She's not that good. She's not that good. This is my again, this list is subjective. This is my personal opinion. I'm judging them on 55%, and I'm judging them on how good they are, or how good they've been in all different teams, not just one team, in all different teams. She has helped me out. If she dodges, she's very good. If she doesn't dodge, I don't know, man. She's kind of mid. Not gonna lie. Her support's good. Her dodge is good. Her overall defense isn't good. So when I'm running her, she has to dodge. She's giving support. I understand that's what a lot of people are going to be like, well, what about the support? I understand. But when the support trade-off means that I have a unit that if she doesn't dodge is basically dying, I don't want that support. I'm being 100% honest. I'd rather not have that support. I just rather have another unit that can tank. So for that reason, she's the first one on the tier list. She's going number 10. She's going number 10. All right. So, where is she? She's right here. Okay, she's going number 10. Next unit. I'm gonna try to speed this up. Next unit. Nope, it is actually not him. There we go. Number 9. Tien. I cannot wait for the people to start arguing with me. Come on, bring it. I'm gonna tell you right now. She has a 60% chance to dodge, and Tien only has a 50% chance to dodge. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. I already got that. But I'm telling you right now, the difference between Tien and Pan is that when Tien does dodge, when Tien doesn't dodge, he tanks the normal. He tanks normals. I've had Tien double 50. I used him 55%. I've had him double super, just double super, not triple super or quadruple super. Double super and tank a normal. And most of the time, he's gonna double super because he innately does 4 attacks. He just does 4 attacks. Most of the time, at the very least, Tien double supers. And after double supering, he's tanking most normals. Not all normals, but most normals across different teams. Not just, he has, it doesn't look like a lot of teams that he has, but the teams that he does have, he does impact. And it's a pretty big impact. I'm running Tien on all of these teams except Bond of Friendship. Maybe Earthbred Fighters as well. But most of the time, I'm running Tien on all these teams. I'm running him on all these teams. So Tien, and I don't even want to start with how busted he is. With like, I mean, not how busted, but like how crazy it is that he doesn't have a cap. Basically, he gets attack and defense 44% per super. There's no cap. Technically, the amount of supers that you do is the cap, but that's crazy that there's no specific amount. I like that. I like that Dokkan did that. Fully built up, even at failed D5%. If he does 5 supers, he's tanking any normal in the game. 55%. 5 supers, he's tanking any normal in the game. At least right now out on global. I don't know about y'all, but that's pretty damn impressive. Like I said, this is my personal experience. My personal experience is Tien has done better than Pan. Both of them 55%. I actually have Tien 69% and I have Pan 79%. And I would still rather use a 69% Tien over a 79% Pan. My personal opinion, go if you're angry, tell me what you think in the comment sections. But hey man, that's just my opinion. Here it is. Here's the first controversial. I knew this one was going to be controversial. That 10% chance to dodge, I don't notice it. I'm going to be honest. I really don't notice it. Most of the time, Pan isn't even dodging. She has a 60% chance to dodge, and she's not even dodging for me. So, Pan is just overall, I value her support. I value her dodge. But if she takes a normal, man, she takes a lot of damage, especially 55%. I want to make this tier list a 55% tier list because that's what most people have. Most people don't have 100% units. Like, these units are not 100% for most people. Most people will have them 55%. Most people will have them 69%. Most people will have them in these different types of like chances. So you got to think about it in that scenario. 55%. At the very most, I'm judging this unit 69%. At the very most. So with one dupe. Because most people will at least have one dupe on them. So let's from now on, let's act like every one of these units is 69% and they have hidden potential additional. Alright? Or hidden potential system activated. 69%. Next. It's not Tien. There we go. We got Raccoon and Goldo. So, this unit is amazing. I cannot even lie to you guys. This unit is amazing. This unit is really good. This unit deserves... honestly, they're this low because the people on top of this unit are just... They're just crazy. The units on top of this unit are just crazy. But, high chance of guarding all attacks... That's just random. That's just, like, not even like you can use him in other teams and he'll just have a high chance of guarding. I know the high chance of guarding isn't the best thing ever, but the fact that it's a chance there, you don't have to just run it with Ginyu. You can have him in a different team and they'll have a chance to guard. Very good. Very good. I know a lot of people don't like the whole chances of guarding, but the fact that this is just a backup, they don't need that. Because you're going to run them with the Ginyu Force team most of the time. And on the Ginyu Force team, this unit right here is probably the best one before Ginyu starts stacking up. Once Ginyu starts stacking up, then Ginyu's, it's a wrap. But before Ginyu starts stacking up, definitely Raccoon and Goldo, I think they are the 8th best TUR. I brought them on one of my 130% leader skill clearing of red zone, and they still looked very impressive on a 80% leader skill. Very impressive. So if somebody's gonna judge me, you better have watched my entire video list of me clearing every single red zone with sub 150% leader skills. I cleared the red zone with 130% leader skill, with 80% leader skill. So I know what the fuck I'm talking about before you come at me. All right. I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm judging. Obviously, there's gonna be bias. Every list is biased, but most of these are through stuff that I've actually done. So I know what I'm saying when I'm telling you guys these units are very good. Oh, I kind of spoiled that one, but not really, because he's not. The next one, actually. The next one, I'm gonna just put him there right now. The next one is actually Android 8. Number 7 is Android 8. Now, here's another controversial one. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, Android 8 so low? What? Listen, bro. Before you start freaking out, I got my reasons. 55%. When I was using this dude 55%, this man was so mid, it's not even funny. 55%, this man is so mid. It's crazy. But the thing is, his damage reduction is really good, but it's after turn 5, and you need to use him on a specific team. I don't use him on Movie Hero. I sure as hell don't use him on Androids. I don't use him on Artificial Life Forms. I'm only using Android 8 on DB Saga and possibly Bond of Friendship. So there's 2 teams that I've only used Android 8 on. And on top of those 2 teams being the only teams I've used him on, by the way, I don't use him on Movie Heroes because I don't have Kid Goku. And I know somebody's going to be like, oh, you don't have Kid Goku, so you're not judging him how he's supposed to be judged. I still grab a friend's Kid Goku. I still use him how he's supposed to be used. I don't have a 200% leader skill on him, but I still use him the way he's intended to be used. With Kid Goku, where I grab him from the leader skill. At the very minimum, I've had a 170% leader skill on my end, and then the enemy being 200% leader skill. So I'm missing like a 30% leader skill. So that's not really too crazy. But I'm not downplaying this guy. I'm actually saying this guy's really good. It's just 55%. It ain't it, Chief. I'm telling you right now, he's not it. And you're using him on only specifically, like I said, 2 teams, maybe 3 if you want to count Movie Heroes. Why would you run him on Androids if he's not getting his full buff? I understand that most people, 55% with 80% damage reduction, he looks really good, fully built up. But you have to survive 5 turns of him being so mid that it's not even funny. So that's up to you. If you want to survive 5 turns of him being mid, and then he can look like a crazy ass unit, by all means. But the fact that he's really just surrounded by 2 teams, maybe 3, I can't put him any higher when the other units that I have, mind you, the other units are also going to have there's going to be some units here that have 2 to 3 teams, but on those teams, those units carry from the beginning. They carry from the beginning. They're not building up. I'm not waiting 5 turns for Hachan to be Godchan, all right? Those 5 units those next units that are going to be higher up are showing what they got from the very, very, very get-go. So, spoiler, letting you know, some of these units aren't better. I'm going to say this right now. Some of these units are in their max potential, Hachan is better. But the units that I'm putting above Hachan help earlier. If that makes sense. All right. Moving on to the next one. We got my boy, Yajirobi. So, Yajirobi. Where do I even start with? This dude's crazy. 70% chance to dodge after getting hit once. Supports 2 rotations at the same time. Like, supports basically like this man supports 3 rotations, I believe. It's like 3 rotations. Yeah, 3 rotations. Like I said, he's just insane. He survives the KO, which as long as you get hit that first time, I've noticed, I've actually haven't, maybe it's just my luck, but I've never been caught by the second attack. He'll get hit for a lot of damage on the first attack, and I'll just dodge the second attack. So by the next turn, he's healing up 10% HP, so we're better on the next turn. So I've noticed, like I said, at least for me, 55%, this man looks and feels strong. 69%, this man looks and feels strong. He's supporting 3 turns. He's supporting the rotation after him. He's supporting multiple rotations on it, and it's not like he's supporting multiple rotations like It's not like he's supporting multiple rotation, like what you may call it. What's the word? Like specific teams. There we go. He's not supporting multiple rotations on a specific team. You just slap this bad boy on one of the teams, put him on the third slot, and he supports. It's really good. It's like Pan. Like I said, I understand that Pan supports, but she's not supporting crazy multiple rotations like this Yajirobi is. Like 3 rotations, that's insane. And the fact that that 10% additional dodge, I feel it more on Yajirobi than Pan. That 70% chance, I feel it more than a 60% chance. Like I said, obviously there's a little bit of biasness towards like every tier list. It's not just my tier list. Like to every tier list, there's gonna be a little bit of biasness. I'm trying to keep it as least biased as possible and like trying to give you guys my the way I see it. If you get hit with him, he's just like Pan. Yeah, Tien feels amazing with normals, but this guy, you take a normal with him, he will take a lot of damage. But that 70% chance to dodge and that ability to survive a KO just pushes him far beyond both Tien and Pan. So that's why I have to put this guy at the number 6 slot. So, all right. We're about to get to the controversial ones, aren't we? Okay, great. Okay, here we go. Number 5, Vegeta. Now, if it were up to me, sorry, I was moving my headphone. If it were up to me, I'd actually put Vegeta second. That's my biasness towards this Vegeta. I have video evidence on my channel of me using double Vegetas on 130% leader skills cooking. They are their leader skills. It's not a 200% leader skill. They are their leader skill. I'm using double Vegeta on their own leader skill and they're still cooking. How good of a banner unit you have to be able to use your own leader skill, and besides using your own leader skill, to be able to still show that you can be one of the better units in the team while using a 130% leader skill. This man's insane. My only complaint is the fact that he has to get hit, and it's only because there's so many units nowadays that have to get hit that it's not even funny, because all the units that now have to get hit, if you put this Vegeta, that was one of my problems when I had double Vegeta. Now I have to get both of them to get hit while keeping them on the third slot, because I didn't want to have them on the main slot. So that was my one problem. That was my one complaint. But most of the time, you're not doing double Vegetas like I was doing for my challenge. You're doing one Vegeta, and most of the time you can get those hits in. And most of the time, those Vegetas, after you get hit and after you transform into this Vegeta right here, where he does get guaranteed guard, over. Especially after he attacks. After he attacks, a beast. He gets that 100% attack and defense on super. He's looking like he's at 400 to 500k defense while guarding, tanking every normal. The ability, I'm not saying he will, but he has the ability to survive most supers in the game after he attacks. With that, I have to put this man number 5. I can't put him, I want to put him higher, but the units that I have higher, they have specific things that just make them way better than this Vegeta. And my personal biasness is that I really do want to put this Vegeta higher. I want to put this Vegeta number 2, really. But that's bias. So let's get on with the next one, because the next one's also going to be very controversial. Again, next one. Yes, sir. Suck it. I'm putting Robo number 4. Now, before I hear the angry Twitch and Discord modders and Redditors starting to type like, why would you put Robo over Vegeta and over Hachan? Hold up, man. Chill out. I'm getting into it. I'm not trying to I'm giving my personal opinion. And I'm giving you reasons, like I said, the reasons I'm putting these guys where I'm putting them is because I've used them at 55%. I have my own experience with them at 55%. I base them off of what they've done with the team with me and how they look 55% and 69%. I said that earlier. I'm also basing them 69%. I have this Robelu 79%. I don't even have a rainbow. This Robelu helped me. My very first Dokkan video that actually like kind of went viral. Not viral, but one of my very first popular Dokkan videos was me beating Cell Max with a 130% leader skill. And it was me using this Robelu on the team. Now, why did I have this Robelu on the team? Honestly, she was a floater. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to tell you she carried. She's a floater. But what I will tell you is the fact that she was that option for me, and against the Cell Max event, the fact that I saw that I could use Robelu in a 130% extreme leader skill, and I thought to myself, yeah, she can hold herself on her own as a floater. Lets you know that I have high regards for her. She has a high chance to dodge. Now, you might already be saying like, oh, why do you take her high chance to dodge better than Tien's high chance to dodge and better than Pan's 60% chance to dodge and better than the 70% chance to dodge that what's his name? Then Yajirobi has. Simple. She's an extreme unit. We don't have good extreme units. We don't have good extreme units that you can float off like that. I'm actually giving her a little bit more. Honestly, I would probably, this is my first kind of biased one. I'm giving her a little bit extra oomph because she's an extreme unit and because she's so viable in the teams that she has. I'll bring Robelu in every single one of those teams. Time Travelers, Dragon Ball Heroes, Crossover, and Peppy Gals. I'm bringing, every time I have the chance to bring Robelu, I'm bringing her. High chance to dodge, recovers HP, 5% HP per Rainbow Key Sphere of Tien. So if you do take damage, the next turn, you're recovering that with how many Rainbow Key Spheres you get. She gets 10% additional defense per Rainbow Key Sphere as well. This might only be on specific, but it's still really good. The fact that she has a great chance of foreseeing enemy super attack when there's another Dragon Ball Heroes category ally attacking in the same turn. I'm telling you this right now. 3 out of the 4 teams, you have Dragon Ball Heroes ally on the same turn. If you're running another Dragon Ball Heroes, I can think of a couple Dragon Ball Hero allies that I would run with her. Like if I wanted to not float her. Let's be clear. If I don't want to float her, I can think of a couple. And she has a great chance to have a scouter. A scouter. Not the best thing ever. Obviously, it's not the best thing ever. But the fact that you have the chance to have a scouter and you have all these other things helping you out. She gets another attack, and I didn't even mention it. She gets another attack and defense. Attack and defense 100% when attacking. So her defense looks way better than what it actually is once she actually is done supering. Once she's done supering, even at 55%, or like, not 55%, let me speak at least at 79%. I haven't used her a while since I had her 55%. But at 79%, her defense is looking decent, especially on 200% leader skills. Her defense is looking over 400k easily with a high chance to dodge. She looks like Tien, but for extreme class categories. I'm valuing her a little bit more than the other guys just because she's such a good extreme class banner unit. And I feel like not a lot of people give her that much credit because, like I said, extreme class is such a low. We get very few extreme class units, especially extreme class units that are good on every single team that you put them on. Specifically, like I said, every single team that Robelu has, I'm running her in. So there's not a single team that I'm not running Robelu on. So I'm taking this Robelu on every single team. Like I said, I took her against Cell Max. She played a vital role against beating Cell Max. If it wasn't her, I honestly didn't know who my third slot unit was gonna be. Because like I said, I trust in Robelu that much. Even on a 130% leader skill team, I trusted to use Robelu over any other unit, any other extreme unit that I felt was gonna let me down. So that's my reasoning on Robelu. That's my reasoning. I know not a lot of you guys, or a couple of you guys, might not think highly of her. That's fine. Hey, if you want to make your own tier list, buddy, that's on you, bud. You can make your own tier list. This is my tier list. This is how I'm putting them. I am putting Robelu on 4th place. That's how I feel. I'm giving her an extra value because she's a really good support extreme class unit, and I'm running her on every single team that she has. So that, again, that's my personal opinion. So it is what it is. You can tell me in the comment section below how shitty my tier list and how wrong I am. I don't care. She helps me out. I clear shit out. That's how it is. Number 3, Krillin. You best believe I'm bringing Krillin on every single team that he is in. First of all, I want to bring this really quick. I did a video on Krillin 55% against the Metal Cooler Core, which he tanked the Metal Cooler Core super attack. Let me just start this off with that. Krillin tanked the Metal Cooler Core super attack. I think it was twice, actually. I think I tanked one before he attacked and one after he attacked. I think I tanked 2 super attacks, if anything. Krillin tanked 2 super attacks from the Metal Cooler Core. 55%. Not 100%. Not 69%. 55%. That alone makes me put him way higher than everyone else on the tier list. But on top of that, he's good on every single one of these teams. But if you want to get his defensive links, like I believe Guidance of the Dragon Ball is a defensive link. No, it's not. All right, let me go back. Okay. Yeah, there we go. I believe it might be Incredible Adventures then. Yeah, it is Incredible Adventures, and it should be Brainiacs as well in Turtle School. So I believe those are his defensive links, and if you want those links active, you're going to have to run him with Tien or with Yamcha. So those are very specific teams that you're going to have to run him with. I won't lie about that. But even without those defensive links, after he gets hit, that 100% attack and defense that he gets, 150% attack and defense that he gets when he gets hit, it's actually pretty nuts. I'm not even gonna lie. It's a pretty nuts. It's a pretty busted ability. Plus, he does get an extra attack and defense 100% when performing a super. I've noticed he does tank better before supering. So he is most definitely a slot 1 unit, which that gives him extra points. But he is definitely a really good like overall tank for any slots in where slot 3, slot 2, or slot 1. It doesn't matter. He's a really good tank. He's like, I will reiterate this again, 55% he tanked Metal Cooler Core Super. I don't know how y'all want to value that, but I think that's pretty fucking good. 200. He was on a 200% leader skill. He wasn't on one of my wacky 130% leader skills. He was on a 200% leader skill. He did tank that shit, and he told Cooler to sit the fuck down. So I can respect that. I can respect him for that. But there are 2 units that I do have above this Krillin, and that is only because I will say I really wanted to put Krillin number 1, but these other 2 units, they're just a must run basically on every single one of their teams. So that's the only reason. This Krillin is also a must run on every single one of the teams, but the other 2, they look substantially better than Krillin. Their peak looks better than Krillin's peak, if that makes sense. So let's get right into it. Number 2, Chilai. Let me put Krillin up here, number 3. Let me put Chilai right here, number 2. And let me just put in number 1. Let me just put number 1. I'm not going to spoil it. It's Piccolo. So let's talk about Chilai first. I'm going to tell you right now, real quick. I would have Chilai as number 1 literally if she had one more team, which she just got over on JP. But the fact that it's just 3 teams and they're not really that viable. I can't really put her up there, man. I can't put her number one. But everything that she brings it's crazy. Sheila is nuts. Sheila is nuts. It is insane. This character is so good defensively. It's not even funny. You want to survive, you bring Sheila. She will die. There's very few options. There's very few times that I've seen her die, but she will die. But the fact that it's very hard to kill this green alien girl is insane. It's insane how hard it is to kill Chilai. And bringing her up the team is almost a must run. Like I said, it basically is a must run because she's helping you out in so many of the teams, so many of your runs. It's crazy if you don't bring her. You're insane if you don't bring her. She is a must run on every single one of her team. And she was one of the reasons why I was able to beat Cell with a 130% leader skill, because she's just that fucking good. Damn, Chila is so good. But, sorry for that. That was one of the notifications I got. But, I can't give it to Chilai because of Piccolo. Now, what makes Piccolo so good, I think, is that he is also very viable on every single team that almost every single team that you're running this Piccolo on. You're running the best Piccolo in the game, which is also, if you want to count him, I know people think about it differently. I want to think of that Orange Piccolo is the best Piccolo in the game. So you're running the best Piccolo in the game with the best banner unit Piccolo in the game. So every single team that you're running with this Piccolo, even if, because I know people are going to say, well, you don't always get your 30% damage reduction. He guards, he supports, and he gives damage reduction. But the thing is, that damage reduction, when you get it, it helps, but you don't need it. And most of the time, if you're running him with the other Piccolo, with the Orange Piccolo, which is going to be on most of these teams, like I said, then you're getting 15% damage reduction. At the very minimum, you're always getting 15% damage reduction. So you're running this Piccolo on every single one of these teams with the best unit in the game on every single one of these teams, guarding, supporting, and 15 at the very least. If you're running Orange Piccolo, you're running him with 15% damage reduction. I think it's not too much of a stretch to give him that. I really don't think, because you can say, oh, well, what if you don't have Orange Piccolo? Well, let's talk about all the other units that I already talked about. What if they don't have their perfect scenarios? They're not going to look as good either. Piccolo still will look good, not as good, but still will look good because at least he has guarding. At the very least, he guards, and he's supposed to be a support that guards that you float him off. Same as Vegeta, but he has that 2 steps over Vegeta. He has damage reduction on top of his guard, and Piccolo has the best unit in the game as his partner. It's Piccolo has so much going for him. I have a lot of my videos. I defeated a bunch of red zone stages by using Piccolo. Granted, he was rainbowed. My Piccolo is rainbowed. I was fortunate enough to rainbow my Piccolo. But I remember using him when he was 55 and 69%, and he still felt that good. He still felt like the best banner unit by far at the time. And that was at the time. This was before the Red Ribbon Army Red Zone and I guess the Metal Cooler came at that time. But he was still very viable against Metal Cooler. Again, this Piccolo, I'd say he is inferior to Sheila, but Sheila just doesn't have the amount of teams and the best unit in the game to back her up in the amount of teams that she has. So, for that reason, this is my tier list. Let me know what you guys think. I didn't want to take too long. This is what I think of the tier list. This unit right here, I'm touching them. I'm actually moving in Jiro and Mew. These guys are not good. They just came out. They're not that good. I really wanted to put this guy over Berter and Jace over over Pan, but I know people were gonna get too mad about that. So I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna try it. Like, I'll give it to Pan. I will give her that 60% damage. I mean, 60% chance to dodge at the very least. And Goku Black's decent. Everyone's calling it's kind of mid. So, yep, that's my tier list. This is, let me put it here real quick again so everyone can see. This is a tier list. This is what I think. These are my opinion, what the best banner units are. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you guys liked it, hit that like. If you disliked it, well, hit that dislike. Tell me how angry you are. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.